Okay, so hello everybody, I'm Theodora from Greece, and my question was, what is the best way to give students feedback? And what I did is search on the internet and in dictionaries to see what the definition of the word feedback is. So in Merriam-Webster dictionary, it says that it is helpful information or criticism that is given to someone to say what can be done to improve a performance, a product, etc. And in Cambridge Dictionary, it says that it is information or statements of opinions about something. So is feedback really objective? And where are we based to give the correct feedback, the right feedback? So the question is how we give feedback and what is it that we have to say to our students. So is it about monitoring the students and what they have been doing in general or in specific tasks? Do we talk about their performance? Do we talk about if they have made any mistake? Does it have to always be positive or negative? Is it about how we control the students? How do they receive their feedback? Is it praise? Is it criticism? Is it support? Does this make them have a negative feeling? And can we actually make it a competition? Do they benefit from that if they compete with each other? Or does it depend on their personality to make them compete? Some people are really negative when they hear negative feedback. Some people are positive because they correct. And how about grades? I mean, most of schools and school systems support this grade system, and the assessment they give is about if they have done right in the test, if they have taken 100%, and does a good grade mean that the student is good? Does it really give assessment? Does a grade show ability of the students? What do you think? Let me hear your opinions about grades. I'm going to give you 1 minute because I won't have to ask. I won't have a lot of time. Yeah, Vasiliki says she agrees. So, nobody has an opinion, I guess, something. You agree too. Thank you, Giovanna. So, and I think that we have to ask and we have to tell our students to think what's in it for them. I mean, when they get their feedback, when they get their grades or our observations, do they really understand? Why do they learn the things they learn? Why do they have to do the tasks they do? Do they know that they benefit from what they do? So what we use where I work is the KWL chart. It is actually a chart that we give to our students before the lesson, and they have to write what do I know and what I want to know, depending on the subject, let's say English. And so what do I know? I know this and this and this. I know how to introduce myself, for example. I know how to ask for information. I know what do I want to know? I want to say more things. I want to learn how to order in a restaurant or whatever else they come in mind. And in the end of the lesson, they just complete the last column which says, what have I learned? And then they write what they have learned in the session. Or you can do that in a month or in a year, whatever suits you. The trick is that you have to involve the students. They have, as I said before, they have to know how they are doing, what they are doing, why they are doing it. They have to know, to be given information about their performance. And you have to encourage them. You have to point out the positive aspects of their work and focus what they can do better. So if the student knows why they are doing this, how they are going to do it, and if they progress or not, they can work on their own, for their own progress. So the feedback must be educative. That means you don't tell them that they have made a mistake. You just tell them that this is not actually correct, and you can ask them what they can do to improve themselves. And it has to be in time. For example, if you give them a test or if they have to do something, you don't give them the feedback after a month or after a week. You just tell them the next day or maybe immediately. So they know and they improve themselves. And also, you have to be sensitive. You shouldn't be cruel to them. You shouldn't discourage them. You shouldn't say, no, 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 this is wrong, completely wrong. So you have to ask yourself before you go to your lesson, what can my students do? And take notes, what can't they do? What do we have to work on? How the students work, the individual students work compared to the other students, so the general classroom's performance, and how can students do better? And then you have to educate them how to give feedback to themselves. For me, self-assessment and peer assessment are very important because then if they know why they learn and how they do and how their classmates do, then they can improve themselves, they can be better. So it's all about their progress. Our goal is to educate them, not in a specific subject, English for example, but to educate them generally, to see their progress, they want to be members of society. They will need this when they have to give feedback at work or when they study at university or college. I think that this is what they have to learn, and that's all from me. I think I'm less than 10 minutes.